Alrighty, folks, happy Valentine's Day. We are here with another weekly video for Back to Divinity. So, in honor of Valentine's Day, in the past two podcast episodes, we've talked about soulmates, karmic relationships, divine counterparts. We've also tapped in a little bit to Venus and Aries, right, as Venus does rule themes around love. But today, we're going to be spending some time building off of the second half of the podcast last week, which kind of dabbled into masculine and feminine energies, some, current patterns that exist, around me at the moment, which I'm sure is representative of the collective energy. And we are going to be diving into specifically feminine energy. As society has always uplifted masculine energy, we are going to be honoring today feminine energy, as that's where a lot of the imbalance exists. So, something that was significant to feminine energy is the ability to receive, right? The ability to receive plays a really big role in there being the embodiment of feminine energy, but also the balance that we're seeking within, right, of the feminine and masculine energies that we all possess. So, what does it mean to be open to receiving, right? This can be something that either is tangible or intangible, right? So, whether that's a physical offer, right? Somebody coming up to you, you're on the line for a Starbucks coffee, right? And someone decides to just do the favor and pay for your coffee that day, right? And you reject that offer. That is you not being open to receiving, right? Or it can be something that's, an act of service, right? Somebody is offering you, hey, I see that you're tired. Let me take care of the laundry today. And you say no, right? That is you rejecting what is being offered to you, right? So in that case, you are not receiving. Now, non-physical offers are also something to think about, whether that's words of affirmation, right? Your best friend giving you a compliment on what you're wearing that day. And your immediate reaction is to say that you don't feel like that, right? Or that you don't, they again accept the compliment, right? So that is you rejecting what is being offered to you, right? So you are not receiving, right? And then there's emotion, just general emotion, like someone letting you know, like, hey, like I care about you, right? But you struggle to receive, that message. So your body sort of internally rejects it, right? So let's talk about reasons why we may be struggling to receive these things. So oftentimes, the reason many of us struggle to receive physical offers, whether that's gifts, monetarily or things, or acts of service, right? Someone wanting to do something for us. A lot of the times we may want to reject that because we're so in our masculine energy that we are fully hyper independent. And now we're like, wait, I don't need your help because that can be seen as weakness, right? I don't need your help because that can be seen as me being codependent or dependent on someone, right? I don't need to rely on anyone, right? Like I can do these things on my own. And that can put you in an energy where you struggle to receive when someone does want to give to you, right? So someone, you go out with your friend and they want to pay for the bill, but you struggle to receive that in that moment because of your own wounds around security, right? Or your own wounds around being seen as something that you're not, right? That energy can infiltrate your ability to receive from those who want to give to you from a place of love and genuine, care, right? So that's a super, important one when it comes to your ability to receive help that someone is trying to give to you, right? I know a lot of us struggle to receive help. A lot of us struggle to even ask for help, right? When we feel like we do need it. But that is a big wound of our ability to understand that just because we are receiving help doesn't negate the fact that we are capable of doing it on our own. Those things can happen simultaneously, right? You can be capable of doing something on your own and still be okay with receiving that help or that assistance or that guidance, right? Or just that support, right? Then that's important to understand because everything is energies, right? So if you are rejecting someone giving you, right, that free cup of coffee on that line, you are telling the universe, I am rejecting abundance, right? Because abundance is not just feeling like, I have all of this money in the world and that's it, right? No, we spent the year 8 really thinking deeper about what abundance means for us, right? And abundance is recognizing community, right? Abundance is recognizing that you have a handful of people around you. The same way that we say it takes a village to raise a child, because that is super, super abundant energy. To have helping hands, right? To have many, many people come together in collective energy and aim towards the same goal of support, love, care, and affection. That is super abundant. And so when you are rejecting help from your community from a place of genuine love, you are rejecting it. So it's important that you're sending out to the universe to signal that you are open to receiving, right? What the universe has to offer you. And that begins with accepting those small offers that come your way, right? Show spirit that you are ready for the bigger offers. Okay. The next thing is we struggle to receive as a result of some of our own inner critic and our own inner thoughts and some of our own inner insecurities. let's dive into what some of those are. So trust. Lack of trust in the self to make decisions can come off externally as lack of trust in other people. Lack of trust in other people can make you feel not secure within your environment and not safe. And if you don't feel secure and safe, then you are definitely going to struggle to receive, right? If you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust other people, you will struggle to receive or be open to receiving. Then there's self-worth and deservingness. If you don't feel worthy of it, then you're not going to receive it. If you don't feel deserving of it, then you're not going to receive it, right? If you don't trust in the ability to cultivate safe emotion in a dynamic, then you're not going to receive the emotion that is trying to be expressed, right? If you don't feel secure enough in your dynamic, then you're not going to receive the assurance that's trying to be expressed. Self-worth and deservingness. If you're not worthy, if you don't feel worthy of it within yourself, you're not going to feel worthy of it when it's being projected onto you, right? So if someone is trying to offer their love and affection in a friendship or in a romantic relationship, but you don't feel worthy or deserving of it, you're internally going to reject it. And that sends off the signal to your dynamic, to your partner, that you're rejecting it, and we start to behave as such. So, really important that you're doing the inner work to think about being worthy and feeling worthy enough of help, guidance, assistance, expression, care, love, and affection from others, and feeling deserving of it. Now, all of those factors play a role, and there are much, much more, but those are just common ones that I see, right? Whether it's a tangible offer or an intangible offer, it is important that you are taking the time to work on the ability to receive, whether that's tackling your trust issues and starting with your inner trust, or whether that's tackling your self-worth issues, right? And thinking about how you can build towards uplifting that sense of worth and that sense of self, which makes you feel then deserving of what others are wanting to give to you. So it is not a weakness and it is not codependency to be open to receiving help, assistance, guidance from others, right? Of course, use your discernment and use your intuition, right? Not everything deserves a yes, right? However, if you are constantly blocking yourself off from the small offers of spirit, then you are definitely blocking off the larger offers that you are destined to see one day. So take that into consideration as we are in Valentine's energy. Be open to receiving the love that is being expressed to you today. Happy Valentine's!